welcome to our channel. We are back again with a weekly index analysis for week 50-51, and this is something we are starting again from the daily chart. Now, before that, we could not come up with a video. I was not keeping well, and there were certain things that we were busy into, so we could not get back with a video last week. And a lot of action has happened in the last week. We have seen the Friday the 13th had a very dramatic swing in both directions. So we'll cover all of it again. But we really apologize for not being able to put up a video last week. Now coming to this week, let's start with Nifty. Now here again we are at a daily time frame. We are just trying to quickly recap what is happening. We had seen this 2, 4 and everything that we had seen earlier. Now from this top, which is our September end or an October beginning, we could see a big zigzag fall making C here, which was over in say last week of November. Now from there has been a small rise. Now before that, let's get into a 75-minute time frame and understand what are the details of it. So when we see this particular movement from B to C, we can see this has gone into a very good impulse and a move is formed here. Here we have marked 5. Now, if I put a retracement from this 5 to this up move here and this particular percentage that we are seeing here, okay, so this has not gone beyond 127%. It has come from 111 and it has retraced. Now this is a very classic case, and in such cases where your lower low is not 127% of the previous low, sorry, this movement when it starts, this is something we called as corrective rise. So here this is a corrective movement, but this is not exactly an impulse, and that's the basic reason we are not going to read this particular rise into 1 2 3 4 5. So a general temptation is to call it 1 2 3 4 and then 5. So this is not going to be happening, or this is not possible, because this is a corrective rise, and corrective rise is always in the nature of a correction. It's not in an impulse way. So how do we read this now? We'll read it in ABC terms. So this is going to be our A, this is B, and this is C. Now after this C is complete, we could mark this as either A or a W. Now with whatever drama we had seen on Friday, the kind of retracement it seen and an immediate pullback, this is making a nature of W. We'll come to why it is making a W, or why we are calling this a W. Now if you see here, this has retraced only 38.2%. Now till the time we were here at this point at this particular place here, this was looking like a triangle. Again, it is very difficult to predict or to count a triangle when it is making. It is only when this structure is complete and done, it's when we conclude that it's a triangle. So catching a triangle while it is getting formed is extremely difficult. But it was looking like a triangle till here. From this point where this red candle, it was clear that okay, this is not getting into a triangle mode, and also because it was a corrective rise, it also was a double confirmation that this is not going to form a 1 2 3 4 kind of a way. It was going to be a corrective rise only. So this is where we could conclude, or even before that, even here this was a starting trigger. Here we could conclude this is going to be a corrective rise, and this has made X on Friday. So if you got this move, do let us know in the comment. This was a very big sharp fall, the first two candles of the day. We could generate some profits here, but we could not get the rally upside, because something I had not really expected, that this is going to be a very sharp pullback, and that too an immediate one. So could not participate here, but yeah, this X is formed here. Now what next? We have, because this is a corrective rise, we have a normal thing that it is going to make a Y eventually. But how is Y formed? Y generally is formed in a ABC kind of a nature, right? So here there will be another 3 moves, and out of which one move is already either it's there or it is still some part is left. but it will go in 3 moves, and this will necessarily make a higher high than this price, than this W. So how can we target our Y? Let's see where Y could be formed. Now if I put an extension from here, my minimum destination for Y could be here, or 61% is what I'm expecting. See, at every fib levels here, I can see clusters. There's a cluster here. So cluster is when you have more or one or more fib levels meeting up. They act like pivots. We had seen it in some other videos as well. This is also a cluster. So, and then this 81, this 100% that we are seeing, this also a possible cluster. If you go further, this is slightly farther away, but we will still consider this also because the lines are very closer. Now there are, at every fib level, I can see some sort of a cluster, but the minimum or the very strong cluster that I can see is here and here. Here now it probably can, retrace from here. It can, where is it? Oh, sorry. So it can very much be, could be an A, then it could be a B, and then it could lead to this particular cluster. This is what more likely I can see here. Now in this case also, 25 150 25 150 to 25 200 is a very much possible next destination for Nifty if this cluster is broken. There is already a cluster at 24 780 where, or 24 800 where the price currently is, and from there if this particular cluster is broken, the next cluster we see here is at 25 150 or 25 200, roughly that range. So this is where I expect the price to move eventually. Now there could be a price that can lead to here, or the price can also lead to this 100%, or 100%. If this price leads here, then again the equality would also be met between W and Y, and then this also is a likely destination. So Nifty can rest here, or Nifty can continue the rise, and it can rest here. So that these are two possible levels for Nifty. Now let's move to Bank Nifty. I'll just quickly clear these. Now, how do we trade Nifty? Just a last point here. If Y is here, that is something I'm expecting this move. At least the first destination of Y could be here. Now, Y can come in one move. It will be a very straight move like this, or it could come in 3 moves, but it would not come in 5 moves. It is not an impulse nature, so it can come in one move or it can come in 3 moves. So tomorrow or on whenever there is a small dip, and if we can enter at a dip, the next destination we can ride on, and this could be where the price could move. Now, because the erratic kind of movements that we have seen in last couple of weeks, it is slightly difficult to time when it will be reached. It probably can reach in one day, a few hours. If there is a structure or a drama like that happens, something like this happens, it can even happen in a couple of hours, or it can take a few days. That is also possible. So it's really not possible at this point in time to predict what could be the time it could take to reach Y. Now let's move to Bank Nifty. Okay, so again, Bank Nifty will start again from this high. From there, we had a very big zigzag. Then here we could see a triangle, and from again that triangle, we could lead it to C. Now, from this C also, let's see if this was also a corrective rise, if that also made uh, a move similar to Nifty. See this, put a retracement from here. Now, this also is not reaching 127. So this is also a corrective rise. It will not be an impulse. Now, this again, we are saying that this will move in an ABC kind of a fashion, and this has moved in an ABC kind of fashion. Again, Bank Nifty, similar to what we saw in Nifty, had a very sharp fall and again a very quick pullback. Again, here the levels would be, I mean, the levels would change here, but it is similar to what Nifty has made in 75 minutes or in a daily chart as well. So Bank Nifty, Nifty are going very similar to each other right now. We had a very big A, then a small b, and then, I mean, in terms of price, a small b, and then a similarly smaller C. Now here also, when I put a retracement from here to C, it has exactly retraced till 38.2%. Again, a minimum target I would say for an X. Now from X, again, the next move is going to be Y, and this is also expected to go in one or three moves, that like what we had seen in in Nifty. Now here, let's see another cluster kind of part here. We haven't put a retracement here. Let's put a retracement for this as well. Okay. This is the kind of levels that we are looking at. Now here also, if you see our Y, the minimum destination for Y could be 61%, 61.8. So this is where Y could lead. Again, at every fib levels, we have these lines very close to each other. So price can move again at any of these destinations. But I'm considering the minimum target, which is 61%. So Nifty can 38% to 61%. So Nifty can very well even reach 54,000, and it could possibly make a new high. This is here, and this would be like a 111%. So I don't think it will move cross 55,000, but it can make a new high compared to this previous high to 54,500 or 800 ish. It can make. Now I'm considering a minimum target for Nifty, Bank Nifty right now, which could be say 38%, which could be 53,800. And so again, this is a range that we are talking about for Nifty. Sorry, Bank Nifty. This is again a range that we are talking about for Bank Nifty. So your Y can be formed at any of these or between any of these levels. Again, to trade or to see an opportunity to trade in the coming week, we can enter at a small dip that can happen, or if the price continues to move with a very strong momentum, it would probably rest somewhere here. So we don't really know whether we'll get a time to enter into this or get an opportunity to participate in the rally or trade, but there could be a small dip and it could lead to a Y that could be anywhere between this 38% to 61%. So I'm expecting, or I'm putting Bank Nifty to reach somewhere here 54,800 ish, and I'm expecting this could go in three moves. This is something that can happen, but again, this could be truncated. This could lead or retrace back from either this fib level or this fib level, or it can reach 61% as well. So this was about Bank Nifty, and I think the lesson that we have seen from or learned from the last week's rally, or the last, especially Friday the 13th, is when we need to keep on updating our accounts. We need to be very vigilant with what is happening in the markets where the prices are moving. And this is, I think, probably makes us think that probably instead of putting only a weekly outlook, we should do a very small video of a daily closing for Nifty and Bank Nifty as well. So we'll try to do a daily video from tomorrow, and let's see if that helps, that benefits. Because to be honest, we could not make the video, and this whole excitement or the whole fun we missed, as in we missed that sharing. We missed it. We missed sharing that with you. Sorry. So I think if any of such things that are going to happen, probably we would like to enjoy this kind of rallies or moments with all of you. So we'll try to have a daily kind of a video for Nifty and Bank Nifty. If you like our content, and if you want us to cover some specific topics or some things or doubts you have in mind, please reach out to us. We'll definitely try and make another videos for whatever suggestions are. We are also starting or also making a new video into our trading discipline series. We'll be live with that video maybe today or tomorrow. Let's see when that gets over. So a lot more things are there in the pipeline, but keep sharing it with your people. Keep liking our content, keep commenting, and do subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Thank you so much.